Today is the big day in Georgia, which means that last night was the big last night for Trump and Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue sort of remotely to rally and try to get Republicans enthusiastic about voting for them. So how are they gonna do that? Like especially Kelly Loeffler. She's an incredibly corrupt, robotic politician with absolutely no charisma and no role in government that actually suits her. So what's she gonna do? She is going to go along with whatever conspiracy theory Donald Trump and the Republicans want her to. So literally the first thing she says at the rally is this.
Hello, Georgia. Woo! Thank you, Georgia. I have an announcement, Georgia. On January 6th, I will object to the Electoral College vote. That's right, thank you. We're gonna get this done. All right, Georgia, but I have a very important question for you. Are you ready to show America that Georgia's a red state? That's right, that's right.
Oh God, she's so. I have a question for you. Are you a red state? They said to point. I'm supposed to move my human body and let people know that I am a carbon-based life form. So that's her closing. That's her opening statement of her closing statement. Is like I know I'm trying to get reelected tomorrow. But what I'm gonna say to you is, I'm gonna pretend this loser didn't get beat in an election 2 months ago. That is her big closing statement.
In a state that openly came out for his opponent and had no problem saying that publicly. Also, does she not look like a prettier Ann Coulter? Every time I see her, I think like, that's Ann Coulter 20 years ago. Good on her. Trump was right there. She's openly been in support of Trump, of course. And I mean, it was an opportunity for her to align herself yet again with someone who she feels is like rightfully the winner of the election. But here's the thing though, and it goes back to these baseless claims that are just that baseless. He did not win. And for her to take that moment, John, and what could have been a moment for her, regardless of where we fall on politically leaning, it could have been a moment for her to really speak to the people and have them rally for her. She's like, let me accept whatever, let me I don't know, kiss the posterior of this man yet again. I thought it was a missed opportunity, honestly, for her to do something good for herself beyond everything that she's been doing for herself in this campaign. But 3 million, as of today, as we've gone to air, over 3 million people have showed up to the polls. I'm sure it's a little bit more depending on where you are in the country or as time goes on, but that's a huge outpouring of people who are here for this election. So it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it is. So what she would have you believe on the eve of the election is, I am going to do this unprecedented thing of like organizing with over a dozen other Republican senators to desperately try to overturn this thing, and it's almost certainly not going to work. So we're trying to reassure this pathetic man baby that we are willing to overthrow democracy on his behalf, whether it works or not. And for that, you should vote for me. And how this is supposed to go is, I have to do all this crazy stuff because the Dems rigged the election in Georgia 2 months ago and they stole the election from Trump. For some reason, at the same time, they didn't give Ossoff and Warnock enough votes that they wouldn't have to go to the runoff. They decided, aha, as part of our rigging, we will require a follow-up election. But you should definitely vote in that runoff, which conceivably they're not just gonna steal. If they stole it from Trump for some reason, they're not just gonna steal it from us. It doesn't make a ton of sense, and it's probably gonna hurt them a little bit in terms of turnout, convincing people to go out and vote in an election that you keep telling them up until the last minute was fundamentally fraudulent.
I would agree. It's crazy, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna talk about this, but just people hinting to what's gonna happen if Biden is sworn in on January 20th, and if Mike Pence opens up a letter and says, you know what, Biden is the winner. People are threatening civil war, anarchy. Yep. It's crazy, but it's also a little. I hate to say this, but it's a little entertaining, John, to keep watching this now because it's the stupidity and the sheer asinine thought that Trump could it's almost like, where do we go from here when all the Hail Marys that we've thrown or haven't landed anywhere, haven't been caught by anyone? It's like now people are just like, can we just move on? It's a new year. We have other business to take care of. Can we just get to that? Really, But yeah. I'm excited to see how this election turns out in Georgia, because it's major. This is like hinging on so many things that could be very beneficial or detrimental to how we move forward, going forward.
Totally. Yeah. I, like everyone, we're gonna be watching, just hoping that the vote goes the right way.
Yeah.
Anyone watching this, don't take for granted. Like, if you are there and you can vote, you definitely should, because Loeffler and Perdue are terrible candidates, terrible politicians. I'm going to go so far as to assume probably terrible people too.
Sure.
But it is still Georgia. There's still a lot of voter suppression, and there's a lot of conservatives in Georgia. And so it is possible for the Dems to win. It's also possible for the Republicans to win. It's possible that it could go 1-1, probably Warnock winning and Perdue. Any of those is possible, despite the fact that, as I said, Loeffler is just like, there's not a single person that's ever like watched her speak about politics and said, I want that person representing me. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.